car, not the greatest lighting. This is my natural length hair without my halo. It's thin. Oh well. But I thought, you know what? It's the beginning of April. I'm back in the swing of things because spring break for me is over. And I'm going to get in here and go live again because last time it was so much fun. And that's the only reason. And I'm going to do my makeup in my car. I just went to the gym, so I'm a little red, more red than usual. And I'm going to do my makeup. Oh, good. It's notifying everybody. That's fantastic. I don't know if I have to turn on chat, but when people come in, if you could say hi, that would be great. That way I could see if any comments are going to pop up so we can talk to each other. I don't just come on here to talk to myself. Most of the time, I'm talking to myself because it's tutorials. But I'm going to do my mug and with all my Saint makeup. Hello, Jamie. And thank you. Now I can see where the comments are, and I'm going to dig in to my makeup. I just carry everything in this little bag. I love this little bag. It's so good. But okay, hi. Hello, how are you, Amanda? Saint Artist. Doing the makeup. Saint Makeup, Cream Base 3D Foundation. I will get a link. I'm going to be using some new colors that are coming out on Thursday. They're right here. One was a shade of the season, shade of the month last year, and this is a new one. And look at how pretty it is. I do so many things with this that I didn't think I would, and I do. And I've melted my tins nice and fresh. It's a new week, and I'm getting to it. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is my brows because they're driving me nuts. They just look so messy. And so while people get on, I'm just going to throw those on because I feel like they're the least interesting thing to watch. Our brows. Mine are pretty ratchety in general. This is not, I don't go and get them professionally done. If you're into laminating, just get brow wax. I don't understand the laminating, but that's me. I'm going to be using Trust, which is this eyeshadow right here. And that's that. But we have some new shades coming in. And I think I might try one as a corrector. We'll see. But for the brows, I'm just combing these up. And I'm going to start on this bottom corner. And then I just outline. I'm hitting those faux lashes I'm wearing. I really love these. These are my glue-ons. And they last me a good, I would say 6 days for me. And I think it's because I don't have a lot of natural lash. If I had more natural lashes, I'd probably get quite a bit more wear out of them. But my lashes, I'm pretty sparse on inside and outside. And so finding a place to put them it's hard. It's hard. It's my struggle, but it's fine. But I use Lilac Street, and I like them because they're affordable. I hated going and getting my lashes done, gosh, every 3 weeks. And by 3 weeks, I had maybe 4 on each eye, and it just looked awful. And so I would put on my magnetic lashes. That's when I could get them to work the best. But I was spending $85 and they only looked good for a week and a half. Now I spend $28 and it's good. I just redo them. Oh God. I just redo them once a week. I take them off Saturday night. I put them on Sunday morning and I'm good for the week. And $7 for one little tray. And you don't have to mix and match sizes the way that I do. You could do whatever you want, but they are linked on my link tree. I will get, once this is over, I will get my link plugged in and you guys can shop my magnetic lashes I like. I don't get commission, so it's no skin off my back if you don't want to do it. I just like telling you what I like, kind of like the makeup. That's the only reason why I do this is because I liked it and I was already telling people and I was like, I could like buy my own coffee instead of having to explain why I didn't just make one at home. It's because I just wanted the luxury of driving up and saying, I want this kind of coffee today. Tomorrow I might want a different one. And then they hand me a delicious coffee. I don't want to have to explain why. So now I can buy my own coffee and I'm able to support my habit of makeup. Makeup and coffee is my habit. Makeup, coffee, and donuts. I was talking to somebody this morning about what do you prefer? Donuts, cookies, or cupcakes? Donuts. I'm a big fan. What are those ones with the chocolate and then it has the custard filling? I live in Oregon. And this might be inappropriate, but they have Voodoo Donuts here. That's where they started. And my favorite donut is I call it the D&B because I cannot say the actual wording of it, but that's my favorite donut because it's cream filled. I just like donuts, okay? All right, let's do some stuff. I'm going to set my face. I use my setting spray to prime, and it's the long-lasting makeup setting spray. I like this better than Saint because I'm oily. I'm finishing up at the gym, and I did moisturize because I get a little, what are long johns? Is that what that donut's called, is a long john? I thought those were the long ones. This is a round. You know what? You learn something new every day about anything. I love donuts, though. Like, if I'm not allowed to eat something, like a donut, and then somebody brings a donut, oh man, Krispy Kremes I do like. They make fun size donuts. Those are my favorite because those are basically nothing. So you can eat either one or two of the regular size, or a lot more of the little ones. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do my eyeshadow first in case there's fallout. I keep these colors in my palette all the time. I've got Zion, Bird, Trust. This is Frenchie. And then I have As You Wish, and then, of course, Drift. And I just keep these in, and I do the same thing almost every day. It's foolproof. Well, for me, a lot of people don't love these. Oh, hello, April. I think people are really scared of this one, and I don't think you should be. My hair, it is time to liven it up. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm having a hard time with it. Okay. Nothing a good pair of sunglasses can't fix. Okay. I've got hair everywhere. All right. We're going to do our makeup. I got my brows on. Got that out of the way. Nobody really wants to stick around for that, honestly. Okay, I'm going into Versailles. My colors today that I'm playing with. I've got Amber as my main highlight. Versailles is my brightening. This color is new. It comes out Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's Oregon West Coast time. So 9, if this phone was split into fours, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11, 12. Ta-da! But this is called Cotton Candy. It is not the same as Audrey. I thought it would be. Audrey is more pink, whereas this is close to white with a touch of pink. So we'll call it Piglet Pink. And then this one is also one of the shades of the quarter that's coming out. And this is the color Pink Lemonade. And this was one of my favorites from the shade of the month last year, and they brought it back. They also are bringing back Rosewood. I will be putting together some looks, and today these are them. And tomorrow I'm putting in a new color, which is called Renaissance. If you know me, which I don't have it with me because it's at my house, MAC Half Red. You've seen me use it a bagazillion times. I should do my makeup while I'm talking. Bagazillion times I use MAC Half Red. Renaissance is such a good dupe. It is a satin finish. It's very close to it. I lined half of my lips with Half Red and the other half with the new Renaissance color. And it's so dang close. If you're in my Facebook group, there's a link in the description that I, again, will plug in after I'm done with my live. I went live on the 1st in my Facebook group like I always do, and I showed all of them. And they're so, so good. I think that there's another one called Maui. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I'm outside of a Walmart. I'm easily frightened in this area. Okay, because I'm not home. But I can't remember what I said. Oh, there's another shade, and there's only one gloss. There's 5 colors coming out. One of them is a gloss, and it is called Maui, and it's a wowie. I love it. It's so, so good. And it's sheer, has the tiniest bit of pigment, and with Renaissance, it's absolutely glorious. And if you can go join my Facebook group, you can watch my live on Monday. It's long, just zip to the end, and you can see me use it, and it's so good. Why am I so red? This is a very distracting top. All right, so I'm going to set this with my powder, and we're going to do a quick eye. Super quick, real quick. And let's see, I've had some people ask about my lashes. Lilac Street, there is a link for them. This Who of a lash is a 14 millimeter. I'm going to kind of steer away from them because I'm not, over here it looks fine, but then you get this wild Who over here. So I have 114, and then I have 3 12s and then a 10 millimeter on the inside. So they kind of come down and don't wing up. I'm going to go to just all 12s and 110 on the inside. But they're $7 for a set. And so it's $14 for 2 sets, and then you're splitting it between, anyways. They last me like a month, and it cost me maybe $30, which is, again, I said this at the beginning, way better than $80 for a week and a half of good lashes. All right, going in with the eyeshadow brush. I'm going to clean her up. I'm about to do a revamp of my palette. It's hard having a 12 when you're me. Maybe not for you, but for me, this is really hard to fit everything I want in here. I am going to go into Zion, which is this one, this scary orange color. And I'm going to put this all over my lid, all over the lid. I'm just going to smack and smear, smack and smear. I swirl, swirl, swirl. I bring it up. If you have maturing lids and you have a lot of movement on your eyelid, tap. Just tap it and blend it out to where you want it. But this is just a really pretty warm color. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab a little bit of Trust. And I'm going to put this way down here. Just smearing along the lash line to add some depth. And then fluffing these with my brush. Okay, we're going to grab a little more Trust, which is also my brow color. I like putting things in my palette that are not going to be some one-trick pony. I hate buying, my husband has it. Maybe it's because of my husband. He told me I can't get things for the kitchen that only do one thing. Like, you know those bottle openers, jar openers, where it clips on and you go. He didn't like that because all it does is a jar. And I'm like, I need it when you're out of town. Okay, the next color I'm going into is As You Wish, and it has little, it looks peach, but it has flecks of pinky purple. It's a good one. And I'm just going to pop that right here. I like it. And you can even do this with Drift if you wanted to, and it's also very pretty. I'm going to skip Drift today because I'm living on the wild side, and then I'm just going to do one of these and just really blend this up and out. I have hooded eyes, and so if I pay no attention to my awful hair, but when you're adding a color like this out, it just lifts, and it kind of hides the fact that this is like an old lady lid. It just comes down, it hangs down. I mean, it's a maturing lid. It holds its form if you mess with it. So it's not an old lady lid. That's really rude of me to say. I can't stand it. It really, we go back and forth with each other. Just saying. Okay, going into Zion. And again, the whole dang lid. We're just smack and smear, smack and smear. It's really easy when you set it with a powder to be able to smack and smear. When you smack and smear, we're just going to swirl this up and out. I always swirl up and out this way. And if you have maturing lids where there's a lot of movement and you pinch and it stays, tap it. And you can tap it out very, very easily, just like this. Just like this, and then use a low flex shimmer if you're wanting to use a shimmer. Otherwise it just kind of accentuates that. I really went to town on that one. Blend it down. That's good. Ooh, that's not bad. I'm gonna add some more over here. Okay, there we go. I kind of like that. Okay, grabbing in, and then we're gonna tap it on. So easy. So easy. Once you know where you like your stuff, just keep your stuff going. That's it. I'm going to grab a little more Trust, and we're going to smack and smear right down here. Smack and smear. Here we go. But okay, you guys asked me this too. This was a big question that I got a couple weeks ago. I have no concept of days and weeks and months. But what are my favorite eyeshadows? So I went into my eyeshadow palette at home and I pulled out every color that I've hit 10 on. And I put it in a palette, and I made 3 tutorials of my favorites. It was really just it was basically just creating tutorials because my favorites are, it turns out, I wouldn't say, if you asked me what my favorites are, I wouldn't name them, but they were the only ones I hit 10 on. And one was Lullaby, one was Oak, and the other one, Zion, because I've hit 10 right here. And so I made 3 tutorials based on those 3 colors, but I also had a lot of other ones. Gilded apparently is a favorite of mine. Peppa, I know, is a favorite. I love that one. It goes with every single color, purples and blues and pinks and browns and all of them. It goes with all of them. Drift, Rome, and Sabrina, which are all the same color. Well, Rome is a bit deeper. Okay, let's get into the mug. Because, I mean, I think that's what everybody's kind of here for. I had an appointment today that canceled, so I don't need to be there. Okay, we're going to go in. I'm going to use my blend brush. It's my favorite brush. And I'm going to go into Aspen. Just melted this puppy this morning, so it's all nice and glorious. They were all hitting 10, but you will use 100% of the product. And I'm going to mute down. Look at this. I also think Aspen helps my face. I got stuff, okay? Hyperpigmentation, this bad boy over here. Lots of acne scarring. I had horrible cystic acne. It wasn't just crappy acne. It was cystic acne. And when you're in your 20s and someone tells you, don't pick that, you're going to probably go get a needle. I was terrible to my skin. I didn't wash my face at night, so I slept in my makeup because, I couldn't let somebody see me in the morning without my makeup. Lord help me, it looked worse probably having slept on my crappy makeup. But anyways, this all happened. And now it gets red when I work out, and now all I want to do is go eat my feelings into a custard-filled donut. But I'm not. I ate a banana. I'm good. Now I can go eat a donut. But anyways, we're just going to take this Aspen. I just tap into it. You don't want your, it doesn't even look like there's anything on here, okay? But you're not wanting to turn your face gray. If you feel like this color turns you gray, that means you put on too much. I mean, you could easily put on too much, but we're not trying to put a foundational color on. Look at how easy it is to just fix this stuff. But you don't have to worry about putting on a big heavy layer before you put your makeup on. All this is doing, look at that. Let's fix this dot right here. What the dickens? I'm just taking what's left on my brush. This isn't a super red area, but it is an area I don't like, and I got a little fella moving in. Anyway, but all I've done, you still see my stuff, but it's not like that. And that's the point of Aspen, and we're correcting. We're just muting it down. It's a very thin veil amount. You don't have to push hard on your brush. You just need to sweep it on this and push it in here, because I mean, I get really red. Broken capillaries, those happen as you get older. Apparently those showed up when 40 hit. And I'm just going to smear this around, bring it down over some of my hormonal breakouts, and then onto my chin here. Man, I could probably just like de-red my chest if I wanted to. This looks terrible. All right, I'm going to use my olive contour to camouflage my hyperpigmentation because my palette is limited. I'm using a palette 12, so it holds 12 full sizes, and the eyeshadows are the size of, 2 eyeshadows are the size of a standard 10. So with a 12, I'm pretty limited on what's going to go in here. And so I couldn't fit suede, which is my ride or die. I do it just because it matches the tone of the hyperpigmentation, because we're camouflaging. So we've corrected, we've camouflaged, well, we're camouflaging. But I find olive is a really good, checks more than one box kind of contour. I love indigo, it is my favorite, but I could not camouflage these colors with indigo. So I'm going to take this hyperpigmentation spot and I'm going to go around it with the fluffy end of the brush. And then I'm going to swirl this up because I also have hyperpigmentation coming in up here. My car window's here, so I'm going to blame the car window for this, but I just tap in to olive on the fluffy end. This is not swipe through makeup. It's cream. You might think it is. It is not. It is a tap into your makeup kind of makeup. Otherwise, you're going to get too much. You're going to create texture. You're going to add texture. You can easily crepe an area. You can easily accentuate a large pore by swiping through. And so I just use this to camouflage it. It's muted it down a bit, and this is going to give me a great base. Now, because I have one coming in over here, because apparently both sides want to be equal, and I have hyperpigmentation coming up here. It's a thing. If you have questions, ask. That's why I'm live. And if you want to try this, ask. That's why I'm here. And we can get you color matched. I'm really just doing whatever I did over here. This side needs more work. This is my rough side. You know, everybody has a good side. This ain't it. And so I just do same on either side for balance. If I don't do this, I feel like it could look different. I'm probably wrong, but this is what makes me feel better. Okay, people in parking lots, they look at me a certain way. But today, I almost went live a couple weeks ago. I just left the post office and I was ready to go live. And something was like, not today. And as I was halfway through my makeup, I somebody was walking in front of my car and started screaming at me. I was like, no. It was flippin' terrifying. Okay, I'm going to try something different. I usually use Frenchie. This right here was my favorite until Demi came out. But because we have this new shade of the quarter coming in, I'm going to try this to correct. Why not? I actually used this to brighten. I get a bit dark and I'm going to, ooh, yikes. Maybe we won't. That looks pretty chalky. That is pretty, let's see what happens. Let's try this on this side. Whoa. Whoa. You know, here's one thing I'm going to say. I really like playing with makeup. I like to look like a clown. Okay. We'll see what happens. Sometimes it's a fail. I've done that before. There's a video somewhere on my YouTube where I tried to do, what was I trying to do? Werewolf makeup? I looked like a cat. It was awful. And I just, oh, love your colors you're using. The palette looks good. We'll see. Right now it's something. I don't know about this. This reminds me of a Demi color. And we know I'm not a super fan of Demi. I like Y01, but Frenchie is my other favorite. If Y01 is not available because I'm limited on space, I go to Frenchie. All right, let's do our makeup. I don't know how I want to do this. I always start with my main highlight because I've got all of this unbalance going on right here. This, my face. And so I'm going to go in with my with my blush and bronzer brush. This is my favorite. These are my two brushes I started with, and they are still my favorites. If I'm traveling anywhere, I feel like my brightening has really accentuated my nose. Anyway, okay. Those are my two brushes I take with me everywhere. But I'm going to go into Amber first. Amber's my main highlight right now. And I always start right here. Looks good to me. It is fun to try new things. And playing with makeup, that's why I do this. I don't do this because, okay, this is one of my things that I say to my girls. I'm not dying for $1 here. I do this because it's fun. When this stops being fun, I'm out of here. And some people have really tried me lately, and they tell you what. But this is fun. I like playing with makeup, and I like sharing makeup I like. And I always liked my makeup before, and I used to share my makeup routine on Instagram before Saint, and I liked doing it. I just couldn't get paid to do it. And then I tried Saint, loved it, played with it for a year, shared it on Instagram for a year, not as an artist, just as a shits and giggles kind of thing. But I did it. And then I thought, you know what? I could buy myself a coffee and pay for my makeup habit. So that's kind of where it started. And I always tell people this kind of takes you where you need to be, not necessarily where you want to be. I'm going to say I never wanted to be on the YouTube, but this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where, and I honestly believe that this business takes you where you need to go. My phone filled up and it was shutting down. I couldn't make tutorials anymore. I needed to store my videos because I didn't want to lose them. And so I started using YouTube private to store my videos. Then it went to YouTube unlisted to share the videos on YouTube without being out there, because this doesn't have the safety of like a Facebook group where I can like block people and control who's where. So it was scary. But look at that. Amber's nice. Nice. Evened out. That's it. Let's just paint the crap out of my face. Everybody likes that, right? Everybody likes that. Okay, we're going to go into my contour, which is olive. said that a lot. And I'm going to really smear this on. Some people, olive looks so, every time I see people use olive, I usually think they're using indigo. Olive looks, I don't think I'm very dark toned, but it does to me look light. But some people it looks so dark. I love to contour my nose. It's got a bump, and I don't hate it. I'm not looking to fix it, but it is a reality. I mean, you can see the high point right here. And so I just shadow it, and then I like my nose just fine. But there we go. We're going to tappy, tappy, tap. And then I'm going to grab some more. I like using my ring finger. It's your weakest finger, so it's, oh, sorry. It's going to create less pressure. We're just going to smear this on. So we're just going to pop it on right here. I like a lot. Okay, and then we're going to go in front of the earlobe. Don't let me forget this, guys. I do it all the time, and I got to go places today. I'm fixing up Easter baskets. I'm late to the game, but we're going to be doing Easter baskets, and this doesn't have to be tidy, but don't let me forget my jawline. Okay, I'm going to take what's left, and we're going to try this out. Have you guys seen people do this? It's going to structure my neck, and because I'm not wearing a turtleneck or a hoodie, we can do this. All right. I'm going to do my bronzer next. It's not in here, but I started using Muse Highlight as a bronzer. It's super similar to Bella. It's just not warm. If you're looking for a nice, dark, cool toned, oh boy, cool toned bronzer, Muse Highlight is really, really good. Oh, I wish I had my multitasker brush. All right, we're going to take... I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to do our brightening, and I'm going to hit right here really lightly. I'm going to hit right here. We're going to get the nose. Ooh, that's creamy. All right, going up. This is Versailles, and then I'm really going to hit it right here. Really going to hit it up right here. Okay, let's talk about what I've done. Your contour mimics a shadow. Your bronzer mimics the kiss of a sun. Your brightening mimics reflecting light. That's it. I'm not going to do my under eyes until it's all done, because I like the way that it works with me getting out of hand with my blush. But I don't want to do my blush yet. So I'm going to blend all this out. I'm going to use my blush and bronzer. And I just start at the top. This is probably why I forget my jaw. But I start at the top and I use a light hand. You don't need to put a lot of pressure on this. I move to my bronzer and then I swirl it. I'm trying to remember names as I go. This isn't as easy as it looks, but going right there. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's after this and get myself a salad. And then I'm going to go and hit up all the places for Easter baskets. I've decided no Easter grass this year. No, it is not going to happen. There is no Easter grass. I'm going to go get those little baby washcloths. My daughters love those. They call them mermaids. So when they do bath time, they treat them like a mermaid. I don't know. It's like a toy that cleans. So I'm going to get that instead of grass. We'll see. They could be excited. It could be great. All right. We're going to tap the middle and pull it out. So as my brightening meets my contour, it balances out and creates, you know, if there's one thing I can do right with saying, I can make a damn good forehead. I can't do my hair to save my life. I can't get my hair to grow. I've tried it all. Oh, I didn't find you until I was already using it. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. You know what? Okay. This was a conversation I was having with somebody else that has another sane artist. Come here. You should learn from a ton of people, and I'll talk to you even if you're not my people. It's okay. I do this for fun. And when it's not fun anymore, peace out. This should be fun. It's makeup, for crying out loud. Some people take this very seriously, and I'm just like, it's face paint. Why are we making this so serious, guys? I just don't. Okay, I'm going to tap on my brightening and poop, 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 poop. I love that. Oh, you know what? I don't typically like after the gym makeup. I don't typically like car makeup. But this ain't turning out so bad. I'm going to tap out this. I'm going to tap out this. There we go. This is just such a pretty area on a face. It is. All right. Gosh, did I biff up my brows? That's not hard. Okay, we're going to do contour. We're going to push up into that cheekbone, into that bronzer. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, Cass. Boom. Look at that. Okay, let's do this because I'm not going to forget today. And then I'm going to do this. So this is supposed to do some weird. My neck, as I'm getting deeper into my 40s, I feel like after 40, every birthday brings something new. And I feel like my 43rd birthday has bought early. And I'm getting a pillow neck. That's the only way I can describe it. I think 43 is going to give me a pillow neck. Get those lines and it makes it look like a soft pillow. All right, push it in. I always push at an angle into that cheekbone. That cheekbone is your guide. Just follow it. Your cheekbone's not going to steer you wrong. It's going to give you that lift. It's going to look good. That's good. Okay. Let's contour lips because I was using cotton candy to contour my lips and it's good. I don't have the right brush, but we're going to figure this out. I don't have the right brush. We're going to go with the buff brush. On the small end, I'm going to use this little tippy poo, and I'm going to go into olive, and I'm going to go, look at my lips right now. There's no shadowing. I hit, but there's no shadowing really around. There is a touch, but there's nothing here. So what I like to do is make one. I hit here, and then I push up and up, up and up, up and up. And it creates this shadow. Tap her out. It's okay. And I'm going to press with my finger. We're going to wing it. I've never used this brush like that. People are leaving the gym I was just at, and they're as red as I was when I was done. It looks like they hosed people off. I always scope out people as they leave the gym just to see how bad is it going to be. I go to Orange Theory, so it's a circuit, and they tell you what to do. You're not just left, because if you leave me in a gym where I have to make my own decisions, you will find me hiding on the stairs. My husband found me that way a few times. So this keeps me on track. It's really good, but I always watch to see how people look when they're walking out because I want to know what I'm in for. It's like when everybody's trying something new and you wait for someone else to take the bite first so you can know what is sour. Is it going to taste terrible? It's like that. Today was one of those days where I thought I should run, but the no-show fee was enough to pull me back in. All right, we're going to take this little bit right here and we're going to do a little one of these. Outer line. This is the only time I'll tell you to outer line, and it's going to make a shadow, okay? You can get it on your lip. It does not matter. Outer line it. I really wish I would have brought some. I need to get back in the 80s. Remember those lip pencils? They were always so beautiful, and they're metal, and it had a lid. When you push it in, it has a retractable brush. I need one of those. My mom used to have one. I used to steal it. I probably still have it somewhere. I loved that thing. Made me feel like such a grown up because my mom used it. Anyway, I'm going in. I'm just making this shadow right here. You want the Gomez Adams right here. All right, Gomez Adams. We're doing it. And then tap it out. And then I'm going to even put it right up the middle here. This is just, again, a really pretty area. I'm going to tap it out. All right, now I'm going to go in to cotton candy. I'm going to use my finger for the first part. It's bright. And I'm going to tap, and I'm going to tap, and then I'm going to tap. And it's just going to highlight these peaks that, again, are so pretty. And then I'm going to use this brush again. We're going to rub it out. I'm going to grab that cotton candy. I mean, it is so light. And we're going to do a greater than, less than sign. And we're going to start touching our lip and then outside of that contour. Touch the lip outside of that contour. So we're getting that donut look, like we ate a donut when we're not supposed to, when we're busted. Lip outside of that contour right there. You don't want this to look crazy, but this is going to create a pout. This just makes your lips look a little pouty and a little fuller in the middle because you've done this whole thing. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. That's it. So when you do that, it creates the pout, but also creates a contrast on the outside that's lighter And then when you put your lip color on, whatever the color it is, you were that 80s chick. Oh man, that that brush. Oh, I loved that thing. Anyways. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go into, and we're going to put this on our lips and on our cheeks. I'm going to use the same two colors on my lips and my cheeks. I'm going to prep. Do I have one? Oh, I don't. I don't have any kind of a balm. I wish I did. See, I'm limited on space. It's time to upgrade this puppy. All right. Both of these are satin finishes, but you see right here, the way that this has a sheen to it, this creates a dew that's different. I'm going to grab cotton candy and we're going to put it right here. So you know, I can't put a color like this on my cheeks. It pulls my redness through from the beginning. And so I always have to, unless I'm using Frenchie as my blush, Hollywood as my blush, and those are the only two, I can only use those two blushes on their own. Anything brighter or deeper won't work. Saffron, forget about it. Sangria, no flipping way. Pink grapefruit, baby watermelon, nope. Can't use those on their own either. I always have to share them with Saint-Tropez, Frenchie, now Cotton Candy, Audrey, Taffy. Not all of those are still available, but those I always have to find colors like that to pair with those. Is Cotton Candy similar to Hopelessly? No, it is not. Hopelessly Devoted is a shimmer and it almost adds a frostiness, and because it's a gloss, it's sheer. Hopelessly Devoted is very pretty, but this puppy is so pigmented. Oh, I'm too light. It's so pigmented, and it's a satin finish. It's a lot like a demi. It reminds me of a demi with a lipstick formula. It has a sheen to it. See that? Okay, we're gonna grab Pink Lemonade and we're gonna pop this up. I plan to do some swatches. You guys gotta be in my Facebook group. I don't really update my Instagram that much. I don't know why. I can only be so many places probably. But this is gonna look so good. Okay, but I am going to be making swatches of the shade of the month, but I'm also going to pair it with similar. So I will be pairing Pink Lemonade, but I'll also be swatching next to it Baby Watermelon, Pink Grapefruit. A lot of people compare Maui, which is a gloss that I don't have, but I will have it with me later this week, to the gloss version of Hollywood. I like Hollywood. All right, we're going to take the blush and bronzer, and I'm going to tap into my Pink Lemonade, and then I'm going to smile, and then I'm going to bring it down into Cotton Candy. Isn't that so pretty? And then I can grab a little more, and then I can go in on the apples if I want to. Just like, look at how pretty that is. And you could punch this up if you, I like a good punchy cheek, but boom. Look at how pretty that, oh, summer, spring, Easter. Oh, it's so good. It's so stinking good. It's my favorite. It was my favorite when it came out as a fall shade of the season. Oh, I added more. Oops. Oh, well, we'll just be punchy right out the gate. All right. I always start on the bright first, smile so I can see exactly where my apples are. I don't want to go low on my apples. And then I go up, grab a little more, hit that apple, and then I will do my under eyes. I have not corrected with Cotton Candy until today, and whew, I am punchy on this cheek. Okay, this lighting is not ideal. It is not ideal. We're going to do the same colors on my lip. I don't have a lip pencil or pen, no, brush. I can't talk today. I'm going to use the small end of the detail brush, and we're going to go into Pink Lemonade, and I'm going to just align with Pink Lemonade. It's so pretty, super pretty. I'm going to align it. This combo would probably look really good with Dahlia. Oh, that's another one. Pink Grapefruit, Baby Watermelon, Dahlia, and I'll swatch them with Pink Lemonade. Dahlia is definitely not like this, though. Most definitely not. Okay, so we're putting this on. This is not the best brush for it, and I need a gloss. When you're using satin finishes, this is what your lips will look like. So get a balm, get a gloss that fit in your palette, a lip conditioner, and put it in your palette. I feel like I've got a dirty spot on my nose. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of this guy. I'm going to go right here in the middle. I don't know. What do I have in my purse? I like having a little, look at that. Okay, let's brighten under the eyes. But look, same color on the cheeks as on the lips. It's good. It's good. I really need this. Okay. We're going to do the under eyes. I'm going to use the blend brush because it's good. Blend brush forever. Oh my gosh, I tell you, I get really nervous if people can see me doing this. There's a whole group of women coming out of the gym. Anyways, we're going to go in. I'm going to go into Versailles. And I'm going to brighten under my eyes. We're going to see how cotton candy worked. I don't feel like this is doing well. There's a big part of me that wants to Frenchie it really bad. I feel like it's almost accentuated the darkness. We'll see. Let's try this eye first. I'm going to start below the trough, Pink Lemonade and Rosewood from last year. Ooh, Rosewood's coming out. Super pretty. I'll have to try that combo. I love playing with it. All right. I'm going to fluff this with the brush because I applied a little too much. I think Pink Lemonade as an under eye corrector for me, not such a good idea. I'm going to wipe this off and blend, blend, blend. Blend your life away. Blend the tired eyes away. Boom, boom, boom. That's not bad. It's very, I like a really bright under eye. I'm going to grab my detail brush. Just boom, boom, boom. Ooh. It's not bad. I just prefer Frenchie. Let's see. I tell you what. The face expressions that I make. I hope you are entertained. All right, grabbing Frenchie. Frenchie is obviously peachy pink and it's going to look different, but I prefer it. So, look like you got punched in the face with a peach. I don't know. And then we're going to go into Versailles. I grabbed too much again. This one's brand new, so it's so creamy. Pop, pop. I go under, and then I push it up, and I push it over, and then we play. If you want to play with this makeup, message me. We'll get you color matched. But I love troubleshooting. A lot of people think that once you order, poof, I'm gone. No. I love troubleshooting with people. It's actually one of my favorite things is to sit and find, if somebody's struggling with something, that's my jam. That's where I'm like, where do I step in? Where do you want me? I want to talk about it. I want pictures of it, and I want to troubleshoot it because once you find your way, it's kind of like having a different face shape. What works for me may not work for you. So let's find what works because it helps me. Help me, help everyone else. All right, I'm going to take some cotton candy. This looks nice. My hair does not. I hate this hair. Okay, I'm going to take cotton candy and I'm going to pop that here and here. If you're wondering what a pop color is, that's what it is. You just pop it into these little corners. Got people staring at me. And I'm going to pop it here and I'm going to pop, 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 right there. And then I'm just going to use my empty finger, my ring finger, and blend it down. I like doing this more than I like using a shimmer because I think shimmers, I'm going to tap this way, gives me a little button, like that. Oh, look at that. Ooh, did I just make things better? Yes. Okay. Boom. Cotton candy is really good. Not as an under eye corrector though. Okay, what did I forget? You guys, you didn't tell me that I forgot my jaw. You guys are in trouble. Okay, I'm going to take the fluffy end and I'm just going to add some bronzer to my neck. Just because I don't like how it's lighter than my face. Lighter than my, let's pop this. Cars. They're not your friends. Man, the lighting's bad. It's hot. It's 38 degrees, but the sun is out, so my car's hot. That doesn't make sense. Okay, we're going to take some setting spray. I don't know if I love this. I like the spray. I don't like the sprayer. But the Professionals, I do really like it. I just hate the sprayer. You have to get right into your face. I want it to... It's got a terrible sprayer. I mean, Saint's sprayer isn't great. I don't know. I don't know which one I would prefer. I need to fix my nose. This is why lighting is important. Because when I looked up here, it looked like I fell in some shit. Okay. I'm going to take my setting powder. I'm going to start on the perimeter of my face. I've been hearing this a lot lately. Using eyeshadows to set blushes. And I'm excited about it. So I'm going to take Revival. And I'm going to try to set Renaissance with it. Or even, I don't know. There's so many good ones. I bet Miha would be a fun one to play with for that. So that might be a tutorial I play with, is setting blushes with shadows. It could be fun. But that's my face. This was fun. This was long. But I talk a lot. And I talk a lot. But I do have the next 3 days, I will be rolling out a tutorial a morning, a part 1, a part 2, a part 3 of my favorite eyeshadows. There's really just 3 main shadows, that Oak, Lullaby, and Zion. It's a look with those 3. Each day is one of those colors, but it's also playing with Gilded and Peppa and Foxy. Foxy was another one that was one of my favorites. I remember I got that one right out the get-go. I like that one better than Hot Chocolate because Hot Chocolate has a high fleck to it, and I'm not a high fleck kind of girl. So if you want to try, these colors that I'm wearing are coming out on Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, West Coast time. So if you're wanting them, it was so nice meeting you, April. If you're wanting those, there will be a link. Obviously. There's always a link. But get them. They're really good. The Renaissance and Maui together are so good. Rosewood is great. I had somebody use Rosewood as a bronzer today. She loved it. It is very warm if you don't like it. Super warm. But she put it on as a blush, and she's like, this is bronzy. So then she just brought the whole sucker up and used it as a bronzer. I just like colors that can be more than one thing. Cotton Candy is not a corrector, though. I'm going to stick to my Y01 or my Frenchie. But that's it. Everything just fit real nice in here. And I'm going to play with colors. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what people come up with these new shades. But they are so... Renaissance is... I want to go as far as to say it's a 1994 color. It's going to bring back those 1994 looks. It's time to bring the 90s back with makeup. I don't care for these outfits that are coming out with these oversized jeans. I mean, I've had 3 C-sections. Nobody wants a high-waisted oversized jean on this mummy. So I'll take the makeup, but not these outfits. No. All right, that's it. Thank you for coming to my live. I will be doing this at least at the beginning of every month. Not the first, but hopefully the second or third of every month. I will be here and I will be live. And I want everybody here to talk to me because it's better with friends. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.